Guys, it's here! Hey there everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Lauren of Lauren Makes Plans, and today I am here to unbox and flip through my brand new Sterling Ink launch day order of the A5 Complete Planner. You guys, I am so excited because literally less than 5 minutes ago, this was delivered to my house. This is my Sterling Ink launch day order. Launch day was on September 5th. They were telling us to expect shipping times to be between 4 to 6 weeks. And here we are, like, I don't know, 10, 12 days later. It has not even been 2 weeks. And my order is not only shipped, it's here. I'm so excited to unbox this and share this with you guys. So here we go. We're just gonna jump into it. So I have my little cutter tool, my little slice tool, retractable cut tool here to get into all this tape because it is taped up nicely, which, you know, I appreciate them keeping it safe. If I can get into it. Okay, here we go. Big giant bubble wrap. Here it is. I'm so excited. All right, all the bubble wrap out of the way. Gone. Bye. All right, so here is my order. I'm so excited. This is my first ever Sterling Ink order, first ever Sterling Ink launch. So let's jump in, see what we got here. Cute little black envelope, some little freebie stickers, maybe, I think on some, no, wait, what are these? Yes, this is the October collection freebie on like some washi paper little stickers. Those are so pretty. And then this is a cute little card. It says, if you don't know where to start, scan here to get original hand-painted stickers to decorate pages. Thank you for your order. So that is so cute. Everything is like so well packaged. This is the first time I've ever seen a shop like package freebies like this. Cute little card. Ways to use your planner, 30-day planner challenge, monthly journal prompts, vision board guide, and how to plan guide. And there's a QR code for that. And then we have the actual things that I ordered. So first, this is not the most interesting thing here, and I know it's not why you clicked on this video, but I'm going to get it out of the way. This is the clear cover in the A5 size for the complete planner that I purchased, and we'll try this on the planner once I actually get it open. And this has like I guess it's perforated. It's not been like, there we go, fully punched yet. This is for the slot for a pen and for the elastic loop for the planner. So that's the clear cover. And now the actual planner. Here we go. Okay. This is fantastic packaging. I've heard fantastic things about Sterling Ink before, but again, this is my first order from them. So the packaging is top notch. So here we have this really cute little card. That is the calendar card for the whole year of 2026. That is a freebie, and I believe what I have seen, and if you guys are not new to Sterling Ink, you can tell me if this is correct or not, but I think that every planner comes with one of these calendar cards that's in the same size as the planner you ordered. So if you get the B5 planner that's really big, your card's bigger. If you get a B6 planner, your card's smaller, if that makes sense. And here it is. It is all nice and wrapped up. to just kind of pop the... My watch is telling me that my order has been delivered. Clearly, I already know that my order's been delivered. It's so nerve-wracking to try to get this plastic off here. Oh, there it is. It's so nice. So this is the complete planner in the A5 size in the charcoal cover, and I got the white edges instead of the gold edges. I just kind of liked the clean look of the white. Different than other Sterling Ink common planners, this is actually a cloth cover. It's like a cloth overboard kind of feel, which feels nice. That's fine. I don't mind it. But like my Hobonichi, I have stickers all over the cover of it, and I want to put stickers on the front of this one, so that is why I got the plastic cover, because you can't really stick stickers to the cloth, so I'm planning on putting stickers kind of on my clear cover. So there it is. It is so pretty. It is definitely chunky, but it's a good, like, I'm satisfied with this size. I really debated between this size and the B6, and I may look more into the B6 next year, depending on how well I like this. But I think the A5 was a good choice for me for this year. It's got 2026 A5 vertical complete common planner stamped on the front in gold, and it does have the elastic on the back, common planner designed by Sterling Ink on the back in gold, and then 2026 A5 vertical on the side. So do you guys want to flip through it? Because I do. Let's flip through it. Okay. So here's the inside. Nice white end sheets. Cover page, 2026 A5 vertical complete common planner. 2026 at a glance calendar situation, which is the same as what's printed here on the little card. Then you have 2 blank pages. I believe this is intended to be like either a vision board, or you can use it as a page index because all the pages are numbered. Then this is their goal breakdown section. Has like a blank section here: someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. I am completely new to this goal setting system, and I actually have not purchased this year, or do not have plans to purchase power sheets for 2026. So let me know in the comments, if you're a Sterling Ink user, how you use this goal system here at the front. This is a yearly tracker, so each column is a month, January through December, and then it has space for the days all the way down through here, and your weekends are shaded in gray. And from what I understand, this front section is exactly the same in every common planner, not just the complete planner. Then you have priorities and like your quarterly breakdown for each quarter. So priorities, January, February, March, January, February, March. Trackers. So in my mind, this section would kind of compare to your power sheets tending list somewhat, a little bit, not completely, but kind of would be comparable to that. And then you have your weekends are circled on this page, and you have all 4 pages of that for all 4 quarters. And then you get into the months, and different than a Hobonichi, and I believe different than a typical common planner, when you get here to the monthly section at the front, you have all of your monthly pages together. And then when you get to the end of your monthly pages, like you go all the way through December, and I think this one has like 14 months in it. So it goes through, no, it has more than that, 15, 16 months. The end of your monthly is when you go into your weeklies, and then the end of your weeklies is when you go into your dailies. And I believe that's the way it's set up in the Common Planner, but the Common Planner does not have dated daily pages. Once you get to the end of the weeklies, there's enough pages for each day of a year, but they are just blank. It's like a notebook. And this is what's different about the Complete Planner, is that we have our monthly spread set up here. This is December. And then we have 2 blank pages for December. The only thing that is not blank, this is a grid. I don't know if you can see the grid, but it is a grid. And then you have your little 12 here for December, so like notes pages for the month. And then you have your weekly spread. And this is something that's a little different for me too, that I think is going to take a little bit of adjusting, but I think it'll be okay in the end. Is like here you have the lines that kind of distinctly separate each day, but here you just have the column, like the hourly, that kind of helps you separate it so you can see where the columns are, but it's not like a distinct line there, which I think will kind of take some getting used to, but we'll be okay. But otherwise, this is very, very similar to a Hobonichi weekly. There's less boxes, there's no color, no shading, but we do have the same like month at the beginning, week 1, your calendar, your sidebar, a Monday start through Sunday with your hourly spread. And this goes from 6 a.m. to 12 midnight. So 6 a.m. all the way through midnight in your hourly section. And then you have, this is the week of December 29th through January 4th. And then you have dated daily pages, which is basically just a big blank page. You have your hourly down through here, again, 6 a.m. through midnight. Monday 2025, Tuesday 2025, and then the date, December 29th, December 30th. And that's it. You have all of your daily pages for that day. But I think it depends on, we'll flip through a little more and kind of see the flow of it. But this is December 31st. So this is the end of a month. So you get your December weekly, your daily pages, the end of the month, a blank page at the end of the month, and then your January spread. Then again, you have January month, 2 blank pages for that month. The first week, so this is the same week that was actually back here, and this is something that I've seen people kind of debating about how much they love in this planner, is that you get duplicates of the weeks at the beginning and end of a month. So where there's overlap, you're going to get this exact week in both months. This is the end of December, this is the beginning of January. You get the same spread twice. But this is interesting. So you get the weekly spread twice, but the daily pages for the December days of this week are with the December week. So you have December 29th through January 4th, and then you have the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. And then we go through the whole January monthly. You get the exact same week, again, the 29th through the 4th, but you don't get the 29th, 30th, and 31st daily pages behind this tab. It starts off on Thursday the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th on Sunday. And then at the end of the week, you have 2 blank notes pages, and the next week, the 5th through the 11th, and then 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 1 notes page. So I think based on if you get 1 notes page or 2 notes pages at the end of each week, depends on which side of the page your week ends on, if that makes sense. So this is the whole month of January 18th, and then 1 notes page here at the end of the week, which I like having that notes page at the end of the week. I don't completely know what I'll use it for. I think it would kind of depend on that particular week, but there's a lot of like extra notes pages scattered throughout here because you get at least 1, sometimes 2 at the end of every week, plus the 2 that you get at the beginning of every month. So this is January 31st on a Saturday. So then we have 2 blank notes pages. And Sunday, February 2nd is on the 1st. Let's see how this kind of transitions into February. So this is the week of January 26th through February 1st. We saw we got all the daily pages for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 2 notes pages at the end of the week. February monthly. February notes pages. And then the same week again, the 26th through the 1st. And then you get the daily page for February 1st, a notes page, and then the next week. So you can kind of see how that transition there works, where you're going to get the same week twice, but you're not going to get all your daily pages twice, if that makes sense. And I'm not going to flip through every single day of this whole year, just kind of like getting a flow for how it works. So that's how it is through the whole entire planner, all the way through. And I like that there's not all the flipping back and forth. I really like that a lot. So then let's kind of see how it ends here. Let's go to December. So this is December of 2026. Here's your monthly, your blank notes pages, your weekly pages for the 30th of November through the 6th of December. So again, you don't get Monday for this week over here. You get it back in the other, you'll get it at the end of November. And you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 blank notes pages. The rest of December here. Through the 27th, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, a blank notes page, and then you'll get the next week that goes into January. 31st, January 2027, which feels absolutely wild. And then you actually get that week, whole week again. And then you're actually going to get the daily pages. Let me see. Let me check this out. Hang on. Yeah, you're going to get the daily pages for January 2027 for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd because they are a part of this last week of December. And then you'll get a few notes pages in the back. Not a ton, but you get, I want to say that it said on the website maybe 20 something notes pages in the back that are grid. And then your closing page, your end sheet, and then there is a nice pocket back here. It's like an envelope fold situation where it folds out. And then if you want to use your elastic, you can, but it also can be a hidden elastic just tucked back here where you don't have to see it if you don't want to. But the elastic, I think, is supposed to kind of help whenever it gets chunky and won't close, because my Hobonichi is not a hardcover and it's already like, it won't close. I can only imagine on this hardcover with the issue of not closing. So they have that where it'll keep it where it will close. We've also got a couple of ribbons in here. Let's see if I can find them. Yep, here they are. Got 2 ribbons. For the charcoal, there is a lighter like silver and then more of like a charcoal color ribbon, which I think is nice. You can keep it on your daily, you can keep it on your weekly, you can keep it on your daily and your monthly, whichever one you prefer. You keep it in your notes pages, in your goal setting section, but you do get 2 ribbons included in your planner. I love this. The paper color is very, very white, especially I feel like compared to, let me try to find a blank page in my Hobonichi. This is more of like, I don't know, I feel like it's a little whiter than Hobonichi paper, but it might not be. I feel like it's a little whiter. I think Hobonichi paper is a little creamier maybe. Definitely lacking in the color that the Hobonichi has for each month, especially on the daily pages, because in the Hobonichi, like, it has the color for each month here on the day and the little tab, but your actual grid and the type on your page and everything is that color for that month. Which, it never bothered me all that much. Like, I don't really notice what color it is, but you can definitely tell the difference in the amount of color on these pages, which I really like the lack of color here. It is printed on the same Tomoe River paper. I was new to this paper last year whenever I started my Hobonichi, and I love it. I had heard kind of mixed reviews about how temperamental it is, but it's honestly, for me, it's like writing on Bible paper, which clearly I like writing on Bible paper if you've followed my channel for a while. So I love this. I am super excited to use this planner and to get into it for next year. Let's see how this cover fits it. It's got the slot for the elastic band. It's got a pin loop here, which I have to see if I can get the pin loop separated. But my intentions for this, one, I mean, I like the protection option of it, but with it being a hardcover, it's a little different than needing protection like on a Hobonichi where it's just a cardboard cover. But I do really want to put stickers on it, which is part of my reasoning for wanting the cover on it. All right, so there's that, and you can still use your pocket back here in the back, which I love. Okay. All right, so there it is with the clear cover. I'm sure that's probably glaring my ring light in it pretty bad. But it's a good, nice, snug fit. It is made, obviously, specifically for this planner because there's nothing else really like this planner, exactly like it out on the market, especially with like the loop, the elastic and the pin loop and the pocket that will fit this size. From what I have understood, even though this is an A5 size planner, it's the same as Hobonichi, like size-wise. It is so chunky from the way that the setup of the pages are and the extra notes pages and things that I have understood that it will not fit in any sort of other planner cover that you get. It won't fit in any sort of plastic cover that you can get for any other A5s. I'm understanding that it's not going to fit in very many, if any at all, other types of planner covers or folios. So if you want the extra protection, I would definitely recommend the clear cover, especially because it's been so specially designed for this planner specifically. Well, somewhere around here, I have a whole like bag of all of my King Folk Co stickers and all of like my vinyl stickers that I was gonna like lay some out and see what I thought about putting some on there, but I can't find it right now. And I'm actually thinking I may order some specific ones off of their website to put on here. So I may do, I'll probably have that like in my setup video later whenever I figure out exactly what I'm wanting to do for setup purposes, that I will have some like stickers to put on here. I'm also wanting to get some tabs. I love these tabs from the Coffee Monsters Co., which I'll probably get for this year. But this year, I'm only going to need one set of tabs because everything is all together. Right now, I have the tabs on my weekly pages as well as on my daily pages. But this year, for 2026, I'm only going to need one set of tabs because everything is all together, which I'm really excited about. So I'll probably pick up some tabs. For setup, probably try to find something like a name or like this planner belongs to kind of sticker. I may find some sort of setup for this page. This year I used the Coffee Monsters Co. ones, which we may see about next year. Still not completely sure. I don't know what I'm going to do with this vision board page yet either. I've thought about doing some sort of vision board. I've thought about kind of like journaling like a thought or prayer or something at the beginning of the year and then one at the end of the year to kind of just like see transformation throughout the year. I may do like a word of the year. I don't really know. I may do a vision board. Not really sure. Those are kind of some thoughts I've had so far. Give me some tips and suggestions on these goal setting pages and the yearly tracker. This is all, goal setting is not new to me, but this specific format is. So give me some tips, suggestions, thoughts on how you guys use this whole goal setting section. And then moving forward, I will probably use at least one, maybe both of these monthly pages as the same as I've been using the page in between the months in the daily section here for memory keeping purposes. Kind of my thought. And then I don't know what I'm going to do about these weeks that overlap because, you know, I like to use sticker kits that the daily pages kind of match the weekly. And if we've got the weekly duplicated, I don't completely know. I might sticker test out, do some sticker testing with some other shops. Maybe I'll just leave the week blank and just use the dailies. Not completely sure about that. Also not sure what to do with these blank notes pages at the end of the week, but I love that there is more flexibility, more options, more notes pages scattered throughout, including the weekly, the monthly, and the daily that I love. So there's a little more room for maybe extra list making depending on the week. I can use it for birthday party planning or event planning or budgets or Christmas shopping lists. Literally, there are so many options with the amount of notes pages because there still are more notes pages in the back of this planner at the end than there are at the back of the Hobonichi. So it's not like you're losing notes pages in the back by not getting as many because you're still getting so many scattered throughout at the end of every week and at the end of every month. So there's a lot of flexibility options there for those pages. If you have tips or suggestions on how to use the pages at the end of each week and the end of each month, let me know that too. As far as the notes pages in the back, I don't know exactly what I'll use them for. I know I will have a pen test page somewhere because you can't not pen test anywhere. Like, you have to have a pen test page somewhere. And I will probably use a couple of the pages at some point somewhere in there to do the same as I have done this year and lay out my Tombow collection because I use these a lot and I'm still filling in my grid. So I will probably do that at least, but not really sure what else. So there it is. There is the 2026 A5 Complete Planner by Sterling Ink in the charcoal with the white page edges and the clear cover. Super, super excited about this planner for next year. All the options, all the possibilities. Kind of heard my thoughts on what I'm thinking at the moment, but it is still only midway through September. So we'll see what my thoughts are come November, December, whenever we actually start some setup options for this planner. And stay tuned for setup video coming at some point at the end of the year before I actually start using this planner. So I'm super excited about it. I love this planner. I hope you do too. Hopefully you guys are getting the planners that you are dreaming of for 2026 as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you know when I post new videos on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching.